Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are back with our weekly fantasy football advice videos. It's already week 4. Hopefully, guys have been having a good start to the fantasy football season. Once again, I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Justin. How we doing today, my guy?
1 and 2. Not looking too good. Second points against me, man. It's not good. It's not good, but hey, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. And Bijan Robinson, we trust.
There you go. You'll figure
Yeah,
it out. So far,
yeah.
I'm 3-0. I've been having a decent start to the year. My schedule's kind of helped me out a little bit. But other than that, I think my players have performed for the most part. Having Malik and Amon Ra, pretty good receiver core right there. They've been performing other than Malik this week. But yeah, other than that, let's just get straight into it with our startums, our situms, our fuckums, and our pickums of the week. Yeah, so I'll start things off this Thursday night. We got the Seahawks going up against the Cardinals. If you have Cooper Kupp on your bench and you need a flex guy, this isn't a starting receiver 1 or 2. This is a flex option. You put in Cooper Kupp, insert him in the lineup. He's due to score, and I think he'll have a big game here against the Cardinals. I'm just not a big believer in the Cardinals this year, and I think Cooper Kupp has a decent game and gets in the end zone and gets you some points. So start him if you have him.
Yeah, I like that. I wrote down two names. I wrote two names for most of these categories. Stardom. If you have Roma Dunze like Steve does on his team, you should have seen enough evidence. Go for it. Start him with confidence. I think he's the new receiver one there, so feel free and feel confident. Start him. And I took someone from my team that I'm thinking of starting. He's been consistent, and I might go with a running back at my flex. Jalen Warren's been good. Caleb Johnson's been demoted. Mike Tomlin will now refuse to play him after that muffle he had in the kickoff return. So it's Jalen Warren's backfield, and he's been very productive, averaging about like 13 to 14 points for the first 3 weeks. If you need a RB2 or a flex play, Jalen Warren's an option to consider and move to your starting lineup.
Yeah, that's a good option there. For me, now we're transitioning over to Sidham. I have Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt against the Falcons. I know he's taken over as RB1, but I just don't trust it. And I think it will be more of a Jaden Daniels type game. He is expected to be back, so I expect him to be full force and lighten it up, slinging that ball, running, doing his good old thing. Jaden motherfucking Daniels. So yeah.
Yeah,
So I would
absolutely.
sit Bill this week because the Falcons, they got a pretty good run defense. So I'm not, confident in inserting him in the lineup for this week.
Okay. Shall see. I went back to my team. I sat him after week one, but if you're in deeper leagues like a 12 man or a 14 man and you have to play this guy, Trevion Henderson, I still believe in his upside, so I'm not quite to like the fuck him territory with this guy. He's a guy I drafted in like the mid round in our fantasy draft. I still believe in his upside and potential. He's a guy that could do it all, but for some reason, Josh McDaniels, they want to go to Ramondre, who stinks, who fumbles the ball, and Antonio Gibson. I just need to see him win the job and solidify it first, and then for me to really consider starting him again, or consider to. So I'm hoping he could turn it around there and they can utilize him more. So right now, I just say sit Trevion Henderson and look for other options to play for your RB2 or for flex or whatever it is you have there for him.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really feeling him either. So, yeah, I feel that. Now we'll go to our pick'em of the week. If this guy's still available in your league, you need to snatch him. You need to claim him. And that is Quentin Johnson for the Chargers. We're seeing some type of resurgence here after, last year with a lot of drops. He just hasn't lived up to that first round, draft pick grade. We've been seeing him getting more involved with the offense now, having Lad McConkey, Keenan Allen there is just opening things up for him. And he's been a deep threat for Justin Herbert and company. guess what? They're playing the Giants this week. So put them in your lineups, pick them up, start them if you have to, and have them in the flex. I wouldn't have them as receiver 1 or 2, but unless you got like key injuries, Mike Evans is out, or you have another guy that's been out for the week. So yeah, I would pick up Quentin Johnson and start him with confidence this week.
I like it. That's a move I did after week 1 with Quentin Johnson after that Chiefs game. So 100% co-sign that one. With the James Conner injury, I like if you're in need of a running back, I like Trey Benson. I think he'll be. He said this week, I have no choice but to be the RB1, and he plans to hold it down for James Conner while he recovers from that injury. And I think there's a lot of optimism there. There was talks about it going into the year that the Cardinals might feature a more split backfield. They might feature more Trey Benson. Well, now it's his time to shine. And if you had James Conner, or if you drafted him as like a handcuff to James Conner, or if he's just available, I think he was only available in he's available in like half of the leagues. I think it's like 45% he's still available and non-rostered. So if you looking for running back depth, looking for a running back, I'm looking for Trey Benson there. It's a team that likes to run the ball, so I think he can have a good volume, good output there. And receiver-wise, I mentioned him in another video, but Alec Moore is looking like a solid wide receiver option for Cam Ward down there in Tennessee. So if you need another depth piece there and Quentin Johnson's not available, maybe look at Alec Moore to solidify that hole for you if you're looking for receiver depth. It's not a bad option to pick up, especially if you're in like a 12-man or somewhere in deeper leagues. That could be more of a realistic option for those league settings.
Yep. I agree. And then our last category of the day, fuck them, get rid of them, ship them off, goodbye, sayonara. I have, just because I picked them up this week and I just wanted to say his name, Russell Wilson, fuck him, get rid of him if you have him. I picked them up just because Jaden Daniels was out, so I'm like, I need a backup. But I didn't start him. I still had Drake May, but I'm like, I'll just pick him up for the fun of it. He dropped 450 yards against the Cowboys, and me being optimistic Giants fan, okay, maybe there's something here. Yeah, fuck him. Get rid of him. He's not even starting anymore. Jackson Dart is the man. It's the Dart era. The Russell Wilson era was short-lived, only 3 games. So, yeah, get rid of him. Goodbye. I just wanted to, make this category just for Russell Wilson. Goodbye. Fuck him. So, yeah.
I was going through our league, and I almost wanted to write down for like the 5 or so teams that have 3 quarterbacks in our league, just drop your 3rd quarterback. And help, like, honestly. But that's our league specific. But Russell Wilson, I wrote down as a fuck him, but I can't prepare because you had him. And I knew you had a chance to say him, but I also put J.J. McCarthy. I feel like there's better options out there. Maybe Daniel Jones is still available. Maybe there's another reliable quarterback for you. Maybe Caleb Williams is still out there that I would take over J.J. McCarthy at this point. So if you haven't started and you thought maybe it'll be a Sam Darnold situation where he becomes a reliable starter, it's not looking like that so far. So I would move off of him. Fuck them, as we like to say, and I would pivot to another quarterback if you need to. And I would go with a different option there. If you need like a backup or whatever the case may be, I would pivot from JJ McCarthy. And I believe our friend Eric has him. So I would advise maybe drop him since you have 3 quarterbacks anyway.
Eric needs to clean up his roster there. His IR spots, I don't know if you saw him. Yeah, Tyler Bass there and Tajay Spears on his IR spots. Don't know why, but those are 2 fuckums right there. Just get rid of them. That's just a waste of IR spots, but that's for another day.
Yeah. Shout out Eric.
Shout out Eric. We need some help with your team, buddy.
Yeah, I'll help you out. Just let me know if Puka Nacua is available.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was eyeing him up in the draft and he took him. I'm like, all right, Malik, it's time. So picked him up instead. But so hopefully guys did enjoy our weekly fantasy football advice. We took a little bit of a hiatus, but we're back. And if you have any, questions about who you want to start, drop a comment. We'll respond. But yeah, that is all we have for you guys today. Any final words, Justin, before we end off today's video?
Yeah, I'm hoping to go 2-2, and the reason why I wore the JD5 is, Steve, I'm ready to get him back on my team. That's the missing piece. So
Okay.
I'm ready to go to the table, get my guy back. I guess we'll talk off camera about that, but yeah, I'm ready to get him back.
Scadaboo's got to be on the table now.
Scadaboo, do you want him on the table? I could.
It's got to be on the table.
All right.
He's RB1.
All right. I'll give you.
That's another one.
All right, we're doing
bonus. Pick him up with a week if he's still available. Get Cam Scadaboo.
Yeah, get Cam Scadaboo.
Tracy's out, so
sure. I mean, we could. I just like having him on there. He's a good vibes guy. So
yeah, I get
Cam
it.
Scadaboo and Cam Scadaboo for Jaden Daniels straight up. I have to think about that, honestly.
You would have to think about that. I wouldn't even blink. Like, yeah, accept.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Really? So you would do it for you accept it right away for Cam, right?
No, the other way. If I was getting Jaden. Yeah.
Nah, so it'd take more than Cam Scadaboo.
Oh, it's gonna take a lot more. He's the franchise.
All right.
It's my Lord and Savior. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, check out our socials. We got a link tree down below. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you name it, we have it. Go check it out. We'll catch you guys later. Benchwire
out.